Okay, welcome to Devlog 4. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm recording audio. Nice. Okay, so for some reason the microphone is running twice. So I think wait a second, where am I? Right, we're running stop flush here as a recognizer dot listening background. Okay, I don't really understand how that works. And then that runs. Okay, so okay, let's check which T. Okay, posted error. Could this error actually tell us exactly what's going wrong? We're trying to open a user's microphone source twice. Right, calling, listening background while audio inside is our microphone. Starting a second listen while another listen background listeners active re-entering with important rule. Microphone audio can only be used by one active listener at a time. Yeah, I understand that. You try to flush by calling listen multiple times. I'm only using listen once though. Listen does not flush OS audio buffers. Listener open the stream which conflict with your existing with SR microphone block. So Python correctly raises that assertion. Correct mental model. This is key. You cannot flush microphone audio instantly. You cannot flush microphone audio instantly. In speech recognition, audio stream contingent from OS. There is no exposed buffer API. Control when you start listening. Not try to flush audio. Fixed pattern for your loop. No flushing needed. Okay, so I started with SR microphone source. Timeout ensures you only capture fresh speech. Model transcribe. Yeah. Audio data. Recognize listen. Timeout. Phrase time. So they just want me to just do a listen, but this time with timeout and phrase time limit. Okay. Could try that. So remove the stop flush. Let's try that again. Okay, you should not be able to hear this. You should be able to hear this. Error reading local mic. Listening timed out while waiting for phrase to start. Okay, so it's timed out while waiting for the phrase to start. So is the timeout too short then, perhaps? Is this from my... Yeah, it's from my error reading local mic. So some error is happening inside here. Oof, okay. Yeah, the error is listening timed out while waiting for the phrase to start. Correct handling is we listen, set it to temp, except SR wait time error. So we don't print anything. Oh, if it's this specific error, okay. So we put it in there, and then, so that means that whenever we have any other errors, we use this, and when we have the wait timeout error, which we had now, we just ignore it, because that's just a normal error. All right, let's restart. You should not be able to hear this. Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
Based on the user's request, it seems like they're asking if the script schedule.txt can detect whether...
Okay, it did not work because it got... You should not be able to hear this. Well, it doesn't flush the get audio, or I have a get transcription for the push to talk button is pressed. You're not matching the audio stream is continuous. The OS mic buffer is always filling. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Okay, I don't think he understands flush. No, you must discard audio by timestamp, not by flushing. Yeah, well, that's what we came up with last time. Record when PTT is pressed, accept only audio recorded after that moment, capture audio as usual, reject stale audio. If audio data dot frame data audio duration equals length of the frame data divided by sample rate, sample width, only audio that starts after PTT is processed. Okay, so now the question is, how do we integrate it? So this PTT start time, it's a good name, is when we're gonna run here. Yeah, so this is like the timestamp PTT start time. So that's when we push the button, and then we have the listening, which is happening here. That just happens as usual. We can remove the time.sleep, we believe. Then we have predict stale audio. So, when should I put this in? Well, we have save audio to WAV here. Let's just ask, when should I put this in? Version that check immediately after recognize the listen. Okay, and before you do anything else with the audio. So we listen, we run the time gate, and then we save to file. All right, that sounds logical. Okay, I don't really understand this though. Wait, so we're defining audio data here. We're checking if audio data has frame data. We take that duration from when we're pressing button. I think this will just work. Let's just run it. because this is like following our previous logic with the timestamp. This should basically flush the previous audio. Okay, you should not be able to hear this. You should be able to hear this. Okay.
This is a text-based conversation. I don't have the ability to hear audio inputs. If you have any questions or need assistance with a specific issue, I can help address it through text.
Okay, so it seems like it works. Didn't catch everything, but that's not my fault, I think. Okay, so let's try again. Hello? It worked.
It's good to see you're starting the day. Is there anything specific you'd like to work on?
It worked. Finally. Okay. Holy shit. It only took 4 episodes. Okay. So, now some kind of... Maybe I probably have to change these. Okay, so what are the timeouts and phrase time limit for? The recognizer waits up to timeout seconds for the first non-silent sound. If no speech starts in that time, raises SR wait time error. So if I press the button and no one speaks within 200 milliseconds, it gives up. The thing is, I see. Okay. And the phrase time limit, how long can the phrase last? Once a speech has started, recording will stop after this many seconds. Okay, but I actually want the phrase limit to be infinite. And the timeout, well, if I start speaking, so this essentially means that, okay, if we have it as 0, this will just run the loop over and over again until it hears something, which is better, I think. And timeout is 0. You can't get exactly what you're asking for. Never wait, return immediately. Record forever until you decide to stop. This sounds reasonable for push to talk, but speech recognition and listen cannot work that way. This is possible with listen. Either immediate or a tight loop. But I want it to be none then, I guess. Infinite phrase time limit does not exist. We can do instead timeout none, phrase time limit none. Well, I'm gonna try it. So let's put this at none, see if it works. Say hello. Okay, we need a timeout. I'm just gonna take a bathroom break. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's see here. Right, so we managed to make the push to talk work. That's awesome. Now we just need to make the timeouts work here. So, right, we need to have a timeout because otherwise it's just gonna stay here forever. Yeah, so I don't think the timeout is not what I'm thinking it is. Or is it? Wait, there's a phrase time limit. So this is how many seconds. So it won't record for more than 5 seconds. But this timeout should be don't block forever, right? So if I say hello, it will wait after I say hello and for these many seconds. And if I haven't said anything after that, it will stop. So that's not exactly what I want. I want it to stop when I tell it to stop. And it will stop, this while loop will stop when I release the button. So we have if audio data, right? So I save it to a WAV file regardless. So this while loop isn't even functioning. It's basically synonymous with this. So that is not what I want. So let's go into, start stream, while push to talk pressed, stream read, buffer append data, stream stop, stream. Use the side when recording starts, when it ends, what audio is discarded. Hard the truth, important. Manual stop possible. This library is the wrong tool for this job. Fuck me. Use sound device or Pi audio, feed whisper exactly the audio you want. Okay, this makes sense. However, I might not want to use push to talk forever. I want, maybe in the future I just need fight to listen all the time and then just recognize when I actually say something interesting. So what does that mean? It means that either we skip push to talk altogether, or we do a separate function with sound device and Pi audio, which will take a long time. Or we take push to talk, put in a semi push to talk inside here. So I think we're just gonna be happy with a semi push to talk. So let's say it works like when I press the button, she starts to listen, but she doesn't stop listen when I stop pressing the button. She stops listening when the recognizer decides to stop. Yeah, I think that's the best strategy. So we could actually just remove this, because we're already checking here if I'm pressing the button or not. We get to remove that. and everything else seems to be good. And then so the only thing left is setting the timeout. Okay, so what should the timeout be? So wait, what was the timeout now again? Recognize the waits up to timeout seconds for the first non-silence sound. Okay, literally any sound. If no speech starts in that time. Okay, but that's speech and non-silent sounds are different things. I guess they mean the same thing here. If no speech starts in that time, raises is our wait timeout error. Okay, phrase time limit. Once speech has started, recording will stop after this many seconds. Prevents someone from talking forever. Okay, so you can either decide to have a timeout or phrase time limit. A phrase time limit is kinda useless, I think, because I want to be able to speak how much I want. So I think we can set this to none. And then we set timeout. We set the timeout. We started at 0.2 just to check that it works. Can you hear this? Hello? Okay, this is weird. Let's go back to 5 then. Hello? Hello? The prince listening multiple times. Okay, I think we needed the while loop here for some reason. Oh well, let's just restart it. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, now it doesn't work at all. Hello? Now it got something.
Based on the file content, it appears that low is likely referring to the condition for the evening.
Okay, what is the default timeout and phrase time limit? Call blocks definitely enter sound until any threshold is detected. We're so close. Let's try defaults and see what happens. Oh, I think I get it now, because it only checks when I press it now. And when I press it once, if I don't speak within that time frame, it stops listening. So I should print out when it stops listening so I can see. So here it starts listening, and here it stops listening. Listening stopped. Okay, hello? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's put this back in. Of course, it's written in a different way. Okay, timeout 0.2, phrase time limit 5. Okay, so the listening time is really short. What?
That's unusual. We should take another look at the audio.
Huh, so even after listening stopped, it started listening again. So the listening doesn't actually stop here, right? Because it adds it to text 1. The result is the model transcribing whatever I say. Then we take that as text 1 and make that into text 3. Okay, so there's no other text. So the timeout is a bit short. Wait, if I'm only using the push to talk when for pressing but not releasing, and then I check whenever I stop talking automatically, what is the best timeout and phrase time limit? Okay, so set phrase time limit to none, which makes sense. So I can now speak forever, but the timeout is still just 0.2. But wait briefly for the user to start speaking after PTT is pressed. This is after I press it. How long then will take after I stop to speak to make the listen break free from stopping the code? Pause threshold 0.8. So that's a default value. Stop talking 0.8 seconds later. So that was a variable that I didn't even see. 0.3 server, snappy, natural, relaxed, very forgiving. I could have a push to talk system that checks. Well, no, I can't. Yeah, this is where I actually really would like to have them take the audio and then keep looping until I stop talking completely. So after 1 second, so it takes everything, makes it into a text, although this might take some time. But if I stop talking for a certain amount of time, it might still be fine. Man, this is so annoying. I should probably use another library. Oh well, let's be happy with this for now. Pause threshold. This is the recognizer. Let's set the recognizer path threshold to 0.8. Great. Okay, max silence time. Right, on the other one I had 1.0. And this one I now have. Okay, we could put it at 1.2 and then try it. Are you happy today? Okay, that did not work. Are you happy today? Okay, the listening stops immediately. Phrase time limit, none. Hello? Hello? Okay,
It's good to see you're starting the day.
now it can hear me. Hello? Hello? Listening stops immediately. think I'm gonna have a freeze time limit to like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Let's just have it really high, like 100 seconds. And the timeout, let's set it to 0.1. Hello? Okay, so now it seems that it's going to wait for 100 seconds. No, listening stopped. Could it even hear me? I'm so confused right now. Hello? Okay, let's set the timer to 1 then. Hello? Still nothing. Hello? Man, I don't know. No, it hurt.
Sounds like you're feeling
Oh man, I don't understand this. Okay, so... What are all of the arguments? Wait, I guess check that. Okay, we got source, timeout, freeze time limit, snowboy configuration, stream, false. The streaming. What does stream died listen mean? If the stream keyword argument is true, wait, the listen method will yield audio data, instant representing chunks of audio data that as they are detected. The first yielded audio data instant represent the first buffer of the phrase, and the last yielded. If stream is false, the method will return a single audio data instance representing the entire phrase. Maybe it's this code. Oh man. You should be able to hear this.
no process running.
Okay, that worked. Although she didn't recognize it as correct, but you should be with the others. You should be able to hear this. So you just have to be very clear. Can you understand this?
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you understand what we've discussed so far. What's the next thing you'd like to clarify or move forward with?
That's not what I said. Anyways, I think this is as good as I can get it. Think you understand. Can you understand this? I wonder if it's my mic or something, because for me, I'm very clear with what I'm saying. Okay. Can you understand this? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello? 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 Oh my god. Don't understand why it doesn't work. The thing is, there's like multiple problems at once, and I don't really know what is causing the issue. Because it could be just that the speech recognition isn't working, or it could be that the timing doesn't really function well, which are two completely separate problems. Or it could be that the push to talk button doesn't work. And really, I want to separate those problems so I can see what is actually the problem. So I should probably use another library to just get the audio, just to make sure that I'm getting the audio that I think I'm getting. So I'm just gonna get the audio, and then I'm just gonna replay the audio that I record, and then we can do the speech recognition, just to see that it works. Yeah, so that's one of my goal for next time, I think. All right, well, I think that's it. Yeah, okay, goodbye, see ya later.